Namaste. I, JV'n Narendra Chahar, Assistant Professor in Department of Science and Technology, Faculty of Education and Methodology at Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, Jaipur. Today, I am going to discuss about the Linux commands in the continuity of our previous session. The first session was about installation of Ubuntu operating system in a virtual box. After that, in the second session, we have seen some basic commands and how to create a file, how to create a directory, to delete the directory and files, to edit file and some changing directories like that. Now, today we are going to discuss about VI editor, but first we are going to discuss about package manager or a package installer in Ubuntu operating system. So here we have apt and apt get commands. Yes, so here we have apt and apt get command to install and remove any package in Ubuntu operating system. So if I want to install any package, so I simply write sudo apt get install. Suppose I want to install GCC in this, so I'll simply write GCC here. Troubleshooting in Linux operating system or any operating system is very important. So here we see some package manager configuration which is interpreted. So let's run this command. So to dpkg configure -a. So it will repair or configure all the packages in our system. Now, if I want to install GCC, or I can simply install with. So here we can see I try to install the GCC. So it says it is already in the newest version here. So we can install and remove with this apt get command. So we see the manual page of apt get. So we can see there are many options there, just like update. So it updates and synchronize the package index files from the server. Upgrade, it upgrades the existing system to the latest system softwares or softwares. And there are various options. Here is the install. To install any package, so we simply write sudo apt get install and the package name at the end. And if I want to remove any package, so I will simply write sudo apt get remove and the package name. Here are some other options, so you can check all these. Now the thing now we will discuss about the Vim editor or VI editor. So VI editor was the previous version of text editor in Linux operating systems. Now we use Vim, and it stands for V improved version of the text editor. So here is the command. So it simply creates a file if there is no file existing. If any file exists already, so it will open that file. So if I just trigger this command, so it is saying Vim is not found, so I have to install the command. So I will simply sudo get to Vim. I can add -y here. That's not to ask after. I'm not taking it right now. That will ask me to confirmation. So here is the command vim file 5. So first we can see there is no file 5 here. So vim file 5. So here is a file. This is blank. There are tilde signs here. So this shows that we can write above these tilde signs, or we can remove these also. These are actually not included in the file names. So this is the file name, file 5, and it's a new file. So if I want to come out from this, so I will press the colon and Q, enter. So I'm back to the terminal. So here we can see a file 5 was there, but I simply quit the file, so it is not saved. But what if I write this instead of direct Q? So a file is created here. So here are some options for Vim command, or we can say VI command. So I am taking here VIM. It is improved version of VI. So there are two modes in this command. First is insert mode, and another is command mode. So in the insert mode, it enables you to insert the text into the file. Everything that's typed in the mode is interpreted as input, and it is placed in the file. Another is command mode. So in the command mode, all the things are typed there as interpreted as command. So there are some options to execute, just like we can move the cursor, we can add some text, we can delete some text in here. In the insert mode, there are some options. I have the file too. Yes. So there are 6 main options here: small I and capital I, small and capital A, small o and capital O. So if we want to insert any text before the current cursor position, so we simply press I and just start typing. If I want to add the text at the beginning of the line of current cursor position, so I have to type capital I here. If I want to add or append any text after current cursor position, so small a is there. If I want to add at the end of line, so capital A. To add a new line, it is actually line for text entry before current line. It will create a new line before the current cursor position, and capital O will create a new line after current line. So I can show you an example. It's like I'm here in file 2. Here are some lines. So if I want to insert here any text, so I'm here, so I will simply press I. So I'm here in insert mode. Here we can see down here I can type anything. It's like hello friends. This is simple, and when I press escape key, it will go to the command mode. So now I can delete or remove or undo all the changes here. If I want to add text after this current cursor position, so this is the current cursor. So if I want to add text here, so I will simply press I And if I want to add text after this, so I will simply press small a. So the cursor will move one place forward. So I can add here something. Hello again. This, and pressing the escape key, we are back again in command mode. So if I want to add any text at the beginning of this line, so what should I do? I'll simply press capital I and cursor will move to the beginning of line. Here I'll write number 1. This is simple. Again escape mode or command mode. If I want to add the text at the end of line, I simply press capital A. So the cursor will move at the end of line and I can add anything. Append. This is it. And for adding a new line, I'll simply press small o. It will create a new line after the current line, and we can anything here. If I want to add a new line before this, I will simply press capital O and the new line will be created above this. So this is capital O line. Now we come to some basic command mode options, just like I have to delete this word, so I will simply press DW for that. If I want to delete this entire line, so I will use DD command. If I want to copy this, so I will press YY, and if I want to paste here, so I will simply paste here with P. This line is pasted here. It is simple. Now we see some command mode options, just like I have to set the number of these lines, so I simply press colon set and you will set the number from 1 to any number of lines. If I want to replace any text, so there is a command, this is colon S, and the text or word to be replaced, just like first it will search anything. If I want to replace this file with line, so I'll simply write source first and the destination. Just like I have to replace file with line, and I want to change all the file into line, so I will add G. That's sent for globally. So we can see this as file line and G. So the file is replaced with line here. Simply I can do this too. So these are some VI editor commands. So if I want to save all the things I have changed, I will simply write colon W and enter. So we can see 14 lines and 390 characters are written in file 2. So this is saved. But how I will come out of this file? So it is simple. I can write simply Q, or if I want to save and exit, I will simply write W and Q together and enter. So first we can see these are the contents of file 2. Now we see what are the contents of file 2. File 2. Yes. These are some changes here. These two lines are added and these line instead of file are changed. So this was all about Vim editor. So we will see some basic shell scripting in the next session. Thank you.